Everything compounds. Albert Einstein describes compound interest as the eighth wonder of the world. And let me explain to you what compound interest is. When it comes to money, it's your money making more money without doing anything. So for example, let's say you had £1,000 and you were getting 10% interest a year, which is again very unlikely in just a bank. But let's say that was the case. You'd make £100 the first year. The second year you'd make 110, then you make 121. You'd keep on increasing exponentially the amount that you were making. Now, this actually applies to all the hard work that you're doing. Sometimes it feels like your efforts have gone in vain. I know that there's been times where I've worked on certain projects or I've done certain things and they haven't worked out exactly how I wanted it to. And then I start thinking, I'm like, well, did I mess up there? Should I have even done that? Have I just wasted my time? And it's actually not true. Everything that you do is compounded. All the good habits that you've learned from that one thing will be brought forwards into the future. A lot of people look at compound interest as a positive way, and I think that is, definitely the way to go about it. Looking at it as a way to keep on exponentially increasing the output of your efforts. But you have to bear in mind that in this world we have polarity. So where there is good, there's also bad. Now, from a bad perspective, sometimes people get caught up in spirals. As much as people can spiral upwards, go from height to height to height, they can actually hit lows and lows and carry on hitting more lows. So you have to be very careful. If you ever get caught up with some bad habits, you ever get caught up in a bad spiral, to immediately snap yourself out of it and start again. It really feeds into the idea of consistency. This is why being consistent is so important. If you posted, let's just say with social media, if I posted 30 videos on Instagram, for example, on Reels, across a year, I might gain 100 followers. But if I post 30 videos back to back to back every single day, hitting into an algorithm, I'm probably going to gain more followers. You can actually see this from some of my friends' Instagrams as well. They've posted lots of videos, and because they did it in a short period of time, they were consistent. They've yielded some sort of result from that. How does this apply to you? Well, there's something that you want to do. Now you've got to work out what actions you can take on a day-to-day basis that will compound. Whether it's, for me again, like I'm a trader, for me it's reading and journaling every single day. If I read and I journal every single day, I tend to yield better results. But this can be anything. It could be the gym. Again, like if you went into the gym and you lifted 100 kg 5 times in the year, or you did it regularly, you're probably going to yield some sort of result from doing it regularly, opposed to here and there. But compound interest, you can't see it. And with a lot of games that people play, it is a case of working, and eventually you'll get paid. And I believe this with many games, especially in the self-help industry, in a lot of the business world. A lot of games are exponential. So it might look like nothing's happening, but in the background, there's quite a lot happening. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's been The Interstellar.